All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to talk about a huge shift in how we use the internet. I mean, we're moving way beyond just searching for stuff. We're stepping into a new era where our tools can actually understand, synthesize, and get this, even act on our behalf. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You've got a big question, and suddenly you have a million tabs open. You're drowning in a sea of blue links, trying to copy and paste little bits of information together. It's just slow, it's manual, and honestly, it feels totally outdated. So, that old way of doing things, it's a problem. It's finally getting a real solution. The age of just typing into a simple search box is evolving into something way, way smarter. I mean, just think about it. Whether you're researching a project, planning a vacation, or comparing products, it's this tedious loop, right? You click, you scan, you copy, you paste, over and over again. I mean, come on, there has to be a better way. And you know what? There is. Let's talk about Perplexity AI. Now, this is not just another search engine. Forget that. This is a whole new category of tool, what they call an answer engine. So instead of just handing you a list of websites and saying, good luck, Perplexity actually reads them for you. It pulls together all the important info and synthesizes it into one clear, easy-to-read answer. And, this is the crucial part, it shows you its work. It gives you citations for everything, so you can always trust and double-check where the information came from. The difference is, well, it's like night and day. On one side, you've got that familiar mess of a dozen open tabs, but on the other, you get this beautiful, clean, synthesized answer with little numbers next to it that link right back to the sources. It's like being handed the exact paragraph you were looking for, instead of being told to go search the entire library. So you might be thinking, okay, but how is this different from something like ChatGPT? That's a great question. The biggest difference is that most chatbots are kind of stuck in time. They only know what they were trained on months or years ago. Perplexity is hooked up to the live, real-time internet, so you're always getting the freshest information. And again, those citations, they build a level of trust you just don't get with other chatbots. Now, the free version of Perplexity is already incredibly powerful, don't get me wrong. But if you really want to put the pedal to the metal and take your productivity to a whole new level, the Pro version unlocks some seriously cool abilities. The free plan is a great way to dip your toes in, giving you 5 Pro searches a day to play with. But the Pro plan is for the power users. It removes those limits, giving you over 300 of those advanced searches every single day. That just unlocks a whole other dimension of research. And that Pro plan comes in at $20 a month. Now look, for professionals, for students, for anyone who spends a big chunk of their day digging for information, this is a direct investment in buying back hours and hours of your life. So what do you actually get for that 20 bucks? Well, for starters, you get to choose the brain behind your answers. You can pick from the most advanced AI models out there, like GPT-4 Omni. You can upload any file, PDFs, code, data, and have it analyze it for you. And you get this deep research mode for when you need to go super, super deep on a really complex topic. But here's the thing. Answering questions, that's just the beginning. The real mind-blowing stuff, the true game changer, is what comes next. This is where we go from just getting answers to actually getting things done. Meet Comet. And this isn't just a browser, no. This is an AI agent. It's literally designed to act on your behalf. This used to be a super exclusive, high-priced feature, but in a huge move, Perplexity just recently made it completely free for everybody. The whole idea is boiled down into this one simple, powerful phrase. Just let that sink in for a second. You talk, it acts. It's a simple concept, but it fundamentally changes everything about how we use a computer. So what does that actually look like? What does it mean to have an AI agent? Let's break down how this thing can just take over the complex multi-step tasks that used to eat up your entire day. Okay, check out this example. You could literally say to Comet, find the top 3 most popular videos about AI on YouTube from last week, and then add their titles and links to my database in Notion. And then Comet just does it. It opens YouTube, it does the search, it figures out the top videos, it hops over to your Notion account, and it plugs in all the info, all while you're off grabbing a coffee. And it goes way beyond that. Comet can manage your email by finding the important messages and drafting replies for you. It can organize your life by adding events straight to your Google Calendar. It can even be your personal shopper, comparing prices for something across 10 different websites and then spitting out the best deal in a nice, neat table.
When you just step back for a second and look at all this, it's pretty clear we're not just talking about a new app or a cool feature. We're at a major inflection point. The way we work, the way we interact with technology is fundamentally changing right before our eyes.
What's happening is we're shifting from a world where we do all the manual, tedious execution to one where our main role is to provide the strategic direction. You're the one with the big ideas. You set the goal, and the AI handles all the nitty-gritty execution to make it happen. It frees up our brain power for the stuff that really matters: creativity, strategy, and big picture thinking.
And that brings us to the final, really powerful question. As these AI agents get smarter and more capable, they're going to handle more and more of the doing. So if your browser can do the work for you, what will you do? It's a pretty exciting future to think about, isn't it?